Okay, I wanna briefly talk about the fresh slop that released this week. Hellblade 2. It's funny because this was being heralded by some people as the most important game the Xbox had this year. Yeah, but that was obviously bullshit. I already knew this game was gonna be not good. But it turned out even worse. I mean, of course, I haven't played. This is the kind of game you don't need to play to know it sucks. Like, just look at the footage. Like, the combat. The combat is one-on-one only. Like, this is... Xbox fanboys were criticizing Sony for making movie games. But this one is even worse. Like, this is Tiger Electronics level of interactivity. This is just dumb. And how much did it take for them to make this game? 5 years? 6? I mean, at least 5 years probably. And this is the best they could come up with? This fucking slop? Where you only push forward on the stick and every now and then you push a button. And combat is one-on-one. Like this. Who is this game for, honestly? Who is this game for? What was their aim with this game? Because from what I understand, this is even worse than the previous game. The previous game was actually acceptable. The only thing they had to do was to improve on that formula, but no, they did the opposite. And they didn't even have the excuse that they didn't have money because they were indie. They made this game under Microsoft, so they had definitely added the funding to do it, to make it. But no, this is what they shut out after 5 years of work. I mean, what is there to say? This is atrocious. And obviously the game got forgotten the day after it came out, because what do you want to say about this thing? There's nothing to say. It's insulting. This is a game for people who don't like games. This is a game for people who like interactive movies, but not a game. And I mean, at this point, Ninja Theory will probably get shut down, just like Tango and Arcane Austin, in my opinion, because I mean, people will say, well, they already have their next game greenlit, but that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything. Like, even Microsoft executives were saying, well, Arcane is safe, Tango is safe, and then the next year they shut them down. So executives are really not to be trusted, in my opinion. Because one day they say one thing, then the next day they say the complete opposite. But I'm pretty sure these guys are gonna get shut down. Because this game will probably sell even less than Hi-Fi Rush. Sorry, I was having a lapsus. Than Hi-Fi Rush. I mean, I don't know about Redfall. I don't know how much Redfall sold, but yeah, that's a complete train wreck. But this game is already forgotten. It came out, it's already forgotten. They also gave quite a few codes to people for reviews and promotion, and it's already forgotten. Nobody's talking about this anymore. The game lasts 5 hours. At least 5 years of development for 5 hours of a game which barely has any interactivity in it. Like, honestly, who is this game for? What's the plan here? What's the fucking plan? Buy studios, make them release shitty games, close them down, rinse and repeat. I don't understand the plan here. If there is a plan at this point, I don't know. Seems like they're self-sabotaging themselves. But yeah. And also, yeah, the news about the new Doom came out this week as well. Doom Dark Ages, I think it's the rumored title, and that is also scheduled for PS5. The leak says. Yeah, what did I tell you? They're gonna release games on PS5 too. That's just the future. It will take some time. Like I said, by the end of next year, I think most of their games will be on PS5. Day and date. And if not day and date, a few months later, but you already know that's the road they're traveling. So, at this point. But yeah, I'll talk more about the new Doom when they actually announce it, because there is really not much to go by other than the rumor and the platforms. The rumor doesn't really say anything about the setting, the gameplay. I'll probably make a video talking about my experience with Doom Eternal and Doom 2016, the difference between, some of the differences between the games, and why some people like more Doom 2016. It's not rocket science. Doom 2016 is more easy to pick up. You don't need to learn any mechanics with Doom 2016. It's a very quick plug and play game. Easy to pick up. While with Doom Eternal, you actually need to get accustomed to the mechanics first, before you can actually become good at the game. And also the power-ups in Doom 2016 carry you quite a bit. If you unlock the ultimate power-ups for each weapon, or for at least a couple of the weapons, the game becomes way easier. Like, I remember the super shotgun, when you unlock the extra power-up. The super shotgun is already pretty powerful in Doom 2016. But when you unlock the extra power-up, that allows the super shotgun to shoot 2 times in a row. Boom, boom. It's fucking retarded. Like, you can annihilate anything with that weapon when it's powered up to the max. So yeah, I think this is why most... I don't know. I think Doom Eternal was pretty successful too, but it had a few people that didn't like it because it was too complicated, too hard to get into, I think. And I understand the criticism. Not everybody wants to play how the developers want them to, with all those rules. Because Doom Eternal has quite a few rules. You have to chainsaw enemies very often, because ammo is scarce. There's weak points. You can ignore the weak points, honestly, but the story is all over the place. So yeah, I can understand just people not liking Doom Eternal, but I also think it's a good game. It's still a very good game, in my opinion. At least in terms of gameplay. But yeah, I'll talk more about this in another video. And as for the rest, I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are on this Hellblade 2. There's not much to say, but let me know. And on Doom as well. What are your thoughts on what do you think the new Doom is gonna be? And which one do you prefer, 2016 or Eternal? And yeah, and I'll see you on the next video. So have fun and have a good night. Bye bye.